Stiegemeier Superchargers. Hey, I just finished a Cobra. It's got the latest stuff that we do. And I want to talk about the power plate. And that is a really neat deal. I'm going to slide over here. And what this allows us to do, as you can see, I got the stock case right here. And you can see right here, this is about how far we're coming in here. And the actual rotor's way in there. It's just way in there. So with the power plate, I'm able to take it all the way out to here. So that's where we're moving it. So what we did is we made us a plate, and what that's allowing us to do is take our plenum and shift it way over to the right. And why do we want to do that? It's where all the action is on the inside here. And it gives us a better line of sight. And through testing, the further we get this opening to the rotor, it's just the performance is increased quite a bit. It's like 15 at the tire. So when you add it all up, it's a lot. So that's how that works. And these AccuFab, these were real popular, in the Cobra days. And right now we're having Cobra days. We keep having Cobra days. But the AccuFab wasn't made for a while. And I think they started producing them again. I guess, they had such a demand. So these work out very well with this power plate. They come polished, and it doesn't take as much of extensive work as the OEM plenum, which we do them that way also. So now that we're talking about the AccuFab, what we'll do with the AccuFab, this particular one, we'll take it apart, and you can see the throttle shaft here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut half of that off. So whatever material I take out of the center of this, it's going to be like it's going to flow like a larger butterfly. So it's not an uncommon thing, and it's a pretty slick deal. This particular one, the customer had a complaint about it was sticking like in the bore, and when we put this on a light box, we could see that even though it had perfect clearance here, and it's not much at all, that it was sticking just right here. So we'll machine that off a bit. We'll cut the shaft. We'll put that together. And here's what the shape looks like. As you can see the shape here. And then it matches what we've done here. But we're able to, with this power plate, we're able to shift the whole deal over. And it's a slick job, too. So let's take this off. This gets permanently mounted when they go out the door. And you'll also notice, you'll be like, well, Bob, that ain't matching up back here. Well, that's okay, because we have our square inch area that we want here. But when the air enters this area, it's going to slow down. And that's a good thing. So's to pull, gives this rotor a chance to really start pulling that air onto this side. So it does help to slow it down at that instant. And you can kind of see we machined this, welded this, so we could really, as you can see, we're just right close to that rotor there at that point. And you can see the increased duration of the rotor when she goes. Also, this is welded. That's smoothed out, painted. Also here, we'll fill this in. That allows us to get the roof up. As you can see, the roof itself is really pulled back. And so you can compare it to this one. And then this one here is quite large. So weld. We also weld here. Boom. And then you can see the increased rotor timing. and the exit volumes increased also. So we do have different timing templates depending. I mean, sometimes a customer might want larger rotors. Yeah, it's going to take a different template for that. But I wanted to show you guys this today. Also, this job had a constrictor grip pulley. So I'm going to show you that, and we talk about that a lot. What it does, it eliminates belt slip. It'll create a pound of boost, and she won't fall back. So to get a look at how that started, I'm going to peel one out of the bag, and you can see, how sharp our peaks are. And then you can see the constrictor grip pulley machining. These are virtually the same manufacturer pulley, but you can see what we're doing there. And I'm going to show you something. I talk about it on the phone all the time. So why not show you? Let's take a belt. So let's take a belt. Yeah, Roger could do it. Here, you want to get here, Kyle? Here you can actually see, I talk about doing it. So get here, Kyle, where you can see that. So let's say, okay, hold on. Let's say that's your setup. That's everybody's setup. Well, as you can see, you're just gliding along on that razor blade edge. And it doesn't matter how tight you get it, but you'll get to a point where you mess up the bearing on that front drive. Now, this particular one, when it's machined and it gets some tension, it's just going to jam in there. It's just going to jam in there, and it's just going to build boost. So fast, lay you back, more boost. Actually, that's the most performance per dollar that we developed. Yeah, we just love that. Constrictor grip. See, what is it, Kyle? CG pulley?
CGP?
There you go. CGP. That's Kyle. CGP. Yeah, that's exciting. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. And Kyle's keeping up with questions and stuff. So, you can email a question in or actually call direct. And you can see what's going on here. But when we do these, we always got to take the throttle bypass out. A lot of times they need to be replaced because they're wore on one side. And they also have bearings in there. This was a low miles Cobra. So you can just see how fresh it is and whatever. And we do have this exact paint. We had this paint matched the Cobra color because you probably really can't even tell it. So we can paint them the factory color. We do a great black. And also what's getting to be popular is literally stripping all the paint off of everything and running it raw. And it'll run cooler, when you're getting extreme. And it looks pretty cool. So if you have any questions, give Kyle a buzz or Bob, Roger at 636-949-2275. And we can answer any questions you may have. Thanks.